Oliver and Duck the Great Western engines enjoyed puffing up and down the Little Western branch line from Owlsborough to Knapford. They always get their jobs done without any delay. One morning, Oliver was on his way to Knapford station with a passenger train. His passengers had to reach Gordon's Express on time. As he was puffing around the bend, he saw a signal was up. He had to stop. Oliver was puzzled. So was his driver and fireman. "Why's the signal up?" thought his driver. "Duck is at Owlsborough collecting balance, and Donald and Douglas are taking a goods train to the docks." Just then, the signalman came up. "Sorry," he said, "but the cable for the signal had been cut, and it was all because of those vandals." Soon, an engineer arrived to fix the signal, and the signalman flagged down green to tell Oliver that it was safe to carry on. Oliver arrived at Knapford late. "Sorry I'm late," he panted. "What took you so long?" huffed Gordon. Oliver tried to explain to Gordon what had happened, but the guard blew his whistle, and Gordon had to leave. "Can't stop to listen. The express must be on time." Gordon was trying to make up for lost time. But as he came to the junction, he didn't know that the points weren't set to the right way. Before Gordon realized, he was turned onto the branch line. "Stop, Gordon!" cried his driver, and applied the brakes. "What happened?" Gordon exclaimed. "I just don't know," replied his driver. At that moment, Daisy pulled up in front of Gordon. "Gordon," she cried, "you're not supposed to come on this track." It took a long time before Daisy pulled Gordon and the express back into Ellsbridge station, and the signalman explained about the points that had been sabotaged. The passengers were very cross, not because they were late. It was all because of the vandals were causing damage to the Fat Controller's railway. Even the Fat Controller was cross about it too. "Whoever's is responsible for all this must be stopped," he said sternly. That evening, Duck, Oliver and Tow were in the shed at Owlsborough. "Those vandals are nothing but trouble," said Duck, "and my driver said they could be seen in a big yellow lorry." "They must have been everywhere," agreed Oliver. Then the station master came to the sheds. "Oliver, a family group are at the station," he told him. "They had been on holiday in Hardwick, but their car has broken down, and they can't get home. Can you take them and their car to Wellsworth so they can spend a night in a hotel?" "Yes, of course," replied Oliver. Oliver and Tow collected a small coach and a Morgan van, which was used to carry only one car inside. The family stepped in, and the car was rolled into the van, and Oliver puffed away. It was getting dark by the time Oliver approached Ellsbridge Junction. As he did, he saw two men with tools. His driver saw them too. "Nobody told us about track maintenance," he thought. But Oliver noticed that the men were trying to unscrew the bolts, and he discovered a big yellow lorry nearby. "That looks like the lorry that Duck told us, and those men must be the Vandals," he said. "You're right, Oliver," said his driver. So Oliver blew his whistle loudly. The Vandals jumped and ran back to their lorry and drove away. The signalman saw everything and rushed over. "They're heading for the level crossing, just about a mile down the line," he called. "Then we must stop them at once," said Oliver's driver. The chase was on. Oliver puffed and huffed as fast as he could. He raced past the Vandals' lorry and hurried to the level crossing. He got there just in time. The Vandals swerved around the bend, but the level crossing was blocked. They tried to back up, but the policeman arrived and stopped them in their tracks. The Vandals were being arrested. Oliver was tired, but he still needed to get the families to Wellsworth. He arrived at Wellsworth, and the family thanked Oliver for his help. Oliver left the van in a siding for Butch to take the family's car to the garage to be fixed in the morning. The next morning, the fat controller came to see Oliver at Ellsborough. "The police chief told me how you managed to catch those Vandals, Oliver, and I'm very proud of you," he said. "Thank you, sir," smiled Oliver. "I hope the railway will be running smoothly again," whispered Toad. And he was right. The damage caused by the Vandals had been repaired, and the Fat Controller's railway was running back to normal. Now the engines can run on time as usual and carry on being really useful.